7, we say Caresha.
Okay.
Please remain standing for our invocation and then the national anthem. I'd like to call on Mr. Ronnie Bush, Automotive Technology Instructor.
Will you pray with me?
And we're really thankful that you guys are here tonight. And to the families, thank you for their support, for your support of your graduates tonight. I know for a lot of them it was a long year, year and a half, 2 years even for their programs. You supported them the entire way, and I know I speak for the graduates tonight in thanking you for your support while they were going through these programs. It is my pleasure to introduce now Mr. Jonas Kisber. Mr. Kisber is a member of the Tennessee Board of Regents, and he will bring you greetings from the Governor and from the Board of Regents. Regent Kisber.
Thank you, Jeff. On behalf of the members of the Tennessee Board of Regents, Governor Bill Haslam, and Chancellor John Morty, I wish to welcome the graduates, friends, and family to the 2012 Tennessee Technology Center at Jackson's commencement exercise. Please accept my congratulations on your outstanding accomplishment and good luck on your future success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Kisber. It gives me great pleasure tonight to introduce our speaker for the evening, who I work with on a professional level a lot, but over this past year I've gotten to know him on a personal level, and I think he's probably going to share a little bit about that. But our graduation speaker tonight is Mr. Kyle Spurgeon. Kyle is President and CEO of the Chamber here in Jackson, Tennessee, the organization that represents over 1,500 business members in Jackson, Madison County, and parts of West Tennessee. Before joining the Chamber, Kyle was Vice President for Corporate Relations for the Jackson Energy Authority. He's also served as Marketing Director for the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development. And he was previously Director of Economic Development for the Chamber from 1993 to 1999. And he helped facilitate project locations representing more than $1.7 billion in capital investment. He's a graduate of Murray State University with a BS degree in Public Relations and Marketing. He's testified before state legislative bodies regarding tax incentives and workforce issues. He's conducted strategic planning sessions for a variety of different organizations and businesses. Kyle's also been an instructor for the Economic Development Institute out of Norman, Oklahoma. He was Vice Chairman of the Tennessee Board for Economic Growth after being appointed in November 2003 and then reappointed by Governor Bredesen in 2008 to another term on that board. He was also Chairman of the Tennessee Building and Finance Commission. He's got a bio longer than this podium, but Kyle, the reason I asked Kyle to speak tonight is he has his finger on the pulse of what business and industry are looking for. He communicates daily with these business and industry leaders in West Tennessee. He knows what they're looking for, and I asked him to talk to the graduates and to the audience tonight to talk about that a little bit. Most importantly about Kyle, though, Kyle and his wife Robin have 5 children. Blake, who's 19, Lauren Brooke, who's 19, Shelby is 15, Matthew, who's 11, and Matthew and my son are the same age. We call Matthew Spaz. And Liz Ann, who's 9. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Kyle Spurgeon.
Good evening. Thank you for this opportunity to be with you all here tonight. Graduates, I want to tell you something. We have something in common. First time that you've graduated from the Tennessee Technology Center in Jackson, and it's the first time I've given a graduation speech. So we're all going to get through this together. I promise you my speech will be a whole lot shorter than any class you took over the last few years. Mr. Kisber, faculty, and staff, all of you have played a very critical role in providing an environment in which all these graduates have excelled. Thank you all for what you've done and what you continue to do to make this one of the best technical colleges in the country. Jeff Sisk, thank you for inviting me. As he mentioned, Jeff and I spent the summer watching our 11-year-old sons play travel baseball together. And I figured out very quickly, now some of you know Jeff better than others, but those of you that know him at all know he is a very, very competitive person. He is also surrounded by a great family. If he, and I'm sure that he does this, if he brings that competitive spirit to the office every day, Tennessee Technology Center at Jackson will continue to grow and prosper and graduate even more students like you. Now it's time for the interactive part of the speech. Students, I'd like for all of you to stand up. Now turn around. I'm not going to throw anything at you. Now look behind you, into the side. There's moms, there's dads, there's brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, sons, daughters, friends. You know, somebody even might have brought a pet with them. There's a lot of folks back here and at your side. And I suspect over the last few months, years, they've been at your side and behind you the entire way. So let's give all of them a big hand and say thank you. All right, keep going back around. I wish I could do that with all my 5 kids at home. Graduates, you've invested quite a bit to get to this day. Many of you have maintained full-time jobs and part-time jobs, and because you're receiving a degree, many of you will be given additional responsibilities. You may be in a position to apply for a better job with your present employer, or you may be applying for a job at another company. Others, you may plan to start your own business. Whatever the case may be, you have given up your time to pursue something that's going to lead you to more opportunities for you and for your family. I mentioned to you that you've invested a lot of time. In the business world, when you invest time and money into something, you're looking for ROI. We call that return on investment. You have a huge ROI coming your way. Just an example, Nathan Bell, I think he's sitting up here on the front row with the nice red, white, and blue medal on. He began his studies at TTC with limited resources to excel in the automotive program. During his first trimester, he struggled in the program, but had a great desire to succeed in the automotive field. With the help of his instructor and great determination, he excelled in his studies and earned numerous certifications within the automotive technology field. He was selected to represent TTC Jackson in statewide competitions, and at Skills USA, he brought home a bronze medal. Nathan is a current graduate of the TTC Automotive Program. I may just start saying Tennessee Technology Center. It's easier to say than TTC, I guess. He's now got a job at Firestone. And he has a bright future and the resources to help provide for his set family that he would not have had prior to coming to the Technology Center. He's also continuing his studies in the automotive field and seeking to advance his credentials by participating in the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence Testing. Congratulations, Nathan. A couple of other examples. Karen Talley and Kathy Austin were both laid off from Porter Cable. Now Stanley Black & Decker. After 16 and 14 years of work respectively, both took advantage of the Trade Readjustment Act to utilize funds to help them retrain and be in a better position to find new jobs. Brian Owens worked at Goodyear for 13 years. Bill Patterson for 24. They are now HVAC graduates and will finish up next term. They drive 60 to 70 miles to make it to school. And if any of you have made that drive to Union City and the area in Obion County, that's not an easy 60 to 70 miles. They are both excellent students who were and will continue to be excellent employees. Too many people, and Jeff mentioned one of the things that I have the opportunity to do in this job is see a lot of different aspects in the community. But I can assure you, too many people in our community do not take advantage of the opportunities that are afforded them at either Tennessee Technology Center, Jackson State, or the many other higher institutions of higher learning in Jackson and Madison County. All of you are to be commended for taking advantage of an opportunity. Jeff read you my bio, and I asked him to cut it down a little bit, but when you get to speak somewhere and someone does that, you know, it makes you feel good. But bottom line, many of you are still sitting there wondering, you know, what's the chamber president really do? Believe me, my kids ask the same question. They say, you talk on the phone a lot, you go to a lot of meetings, you get to travel a lot, And here lately, you talk a lot about education. My answer to them, and you have to explain it a little further, I'm a glorified facilitator in my role. My job is to get the right people, talking to the right people, at the right time, with the right answers. And by doing that, they are selling Jackson as a place to live, work, and do business. Much of my time is spent working with existing industry. Our goal is to help them invest new capital that creates new jobs in Jackson-Madison County. We have the opportunity to work with companies like Toyota, Kellogg's, Owens Corning, Delta Faucet, Armstrong, UGN, PBDN, Pinnacle, and others located in Jackson and West Tennessee. This job gives me and my staff a very unique insight into what plant managers and human resource managers are looking for in terms of new employees. It can be summed up pretty easy in just 5 thoughts. Number 1, you must be trainable. Every job has a different skill set. Industry is looking for folks who can be trained to do the job the way their respective company wants it to be done. You don't have to know everything, just show that you're capable and willing to learn. Number 2, you must be drug-free. You can't do drugs and expect to have a job. Every week I hear of dozens of qualified applicants for a job that have been eliminated because they failed a drug test. Sure, it may make you feel good to stay at home and smoke a joint on the weekends, but I can guarantee you that same joint will keep you out of a job the following week. Number 3, you must show up for work on time. This one's pretty simple. If your hours are 7 to 4, be there 7 to 4. If they're 8 to 5, be there 8 to 5. If they're 12 to 8, be there 12 to 8. The best idea is to show up early and stay late. You will never get ahead by being late for work. Number 4, you must have the basic skills to do the job. The degree that you're receiving tonight signifies that you have the skills to do a particular job. Continue to improve. If math is your weakness, do more math problems. If you think your reading comprehension is not high enough, read and try to understand more. Keep getting better. Number 5, you must be dependable. Do what you say you're going to do. Do the job that you're hired to do. You will rise above the competition if you simply work hard enough and prove that you have the dependability and can be trusted to do the job that you were hired to do. All of you can hit these 5 benchmarks. They're not that difficult. Yet many people in our community are out of work because they fail to see the importance of benchmarks like these. Take pride in the degree that you're receiving tonight. Make it work for you and ensure that it gives you that ROI that we talked about earlier. I just gave you 5 attributes that employers look for when considering potential employees. There are others that we could list, but those 5 hit the mark. However, they can all be summed up in one idea. Just do the right thing. We all know right from wrong. It's pretty simple. Just do what is right, and your path to success will be much easier. I also encourage you not to view this diploma as an end. It is the beginning. It is the beginning of new opportunities, new chances, new sources of incomes, and new friends and coworkers. But it can also be the beginning of a lifelong pursuit of continuous learning. Granted, the last thing you may want to hear is go back to school and keep learning. Every single one of you have earned some time away from school. But don't give up. You must keep putting yourself in a position to learn. We only grow and get better when we continually expose ourselves to new ideas. An easy way to do that: pick up books and magazines that are outside your interest zone. Guys, if you only read Sports Illustrated, pick up a copy of Money Magazine, or Time, or the Wall Street Journal, or with Fast Company. Expose yourself to what is going on in other parts of the world and other businesses. Ladies, it ain't all in People magazine, Ebony, or Cosmo. Read National Geographic Traveler to learn about places that this new degree might take you to. Pick up a copy of Inc. magazine and learn how young entrepreneurs, many of those with less education than you have, are making it in today's business world. You've taken a giant step tonight. Pat yourself on the back and enjoy this moment. And when you wake up tomorrow, the celebrating is all done. Continue to be proud of what you've accomplished, but know that there is so much more that all of you can do. And if you do the right thing and make the right decisions, this degree will take you to places that you've never dreamed of. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate those words, and I want to echo what Kyle says. That's exactly what business and industry leaders are saying today, those 5 key points. We're getting ready to have the graduates come up and walk across this stage. I want to point out a couple things. You'll see some of the candidates for graduation who are wearing red, white, and blue cords around their robes. Those are veterans of the U.S. military, and this is the first time this year. This is a couple of our staffers' ideas, Penny and Tina, and Cassandra, about having the honor cords for our military veterans. Also, you'll see some of the candidates with purple and white cords around their gowns, and those folks are members of the National and Technical Honor Society. I'd like to call on Miss Amanda Bevis. Miss Amanda, would you come forward to the podium for the presentation of the candidates for graduation?
Apologize for that. At this time, we're going to recognize each of the graduates. Nathan Bell. Christopher Ward. Business Systems Technology Program, Kathy Austin. Kathy is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Karen Talley. Karen is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Candy Beddix. Elizabeth Baldwin. Kimberly Goad.
She gets up there when they call her.
Janice Copiard. Ernestine Whitelow. Melissa Hinton. Melissa is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Debbie Cannon.
There she is.
Caresha Marr. Mindy Cooper, Heather Crouch,
This woman standing right in front of me.
Allison Gately, Rachel Cobb, Brittany Turner, Jessica Davis, Jody Rowland, Lakeisha Justice, Keisha Moffitt, Computer Information Technology Program, Joseph Proman. Joseph is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Donna McCrudden. Donna is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Joshua Story. Drafting and CAD Technology Program, Tenarius Cockrell. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration technology, Jerry Bond. Michael Condon. Juan Escobar. Quayshawn James. Gerald Love. Brian Owens. Philip Patterson. David Gray. Mandel Robertson. Christopher Skates Sr. Jamal Staten. Industrial Maintenance Technology Program, Nick Campbell. Steve Fuller. John Webb. Shane Turner. Machine Tool Technology Program, Joe Gunstenson. William Ivy. Federal Electricity Technology Program, Herbert Bays. Herbert is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Tristan Boykin. Christopher DeGood. Danny Cap. Zach Taylor. David Van Duzen. David is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Practical Nursing, Tanya Borders. Shanae Lacey. Kirkland Sturgis. Donna Scott. Chad Grimes. Christy Ellinger. Dewana Moore. Lenola Arnold. Tool and Die Technology Program, Justin Butler. Jeremy Osmond. Eric Zarowski. Truck Driving Program, Mickey Dixon. Welding Technology Program, Joshua Burris. Carrie Carson. Christopher Dangler. Marcus Hiddings. Thomas Howard.
It's for graduation. It's my honor to actually confer the diploma. So candidates, if you would, please stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Tennessee Technology Center Jackson, and on behalf of the members of the Tennessee Board of Regents, Chancellor John Morgan, and Governor Bill Haslam, I now bestow upon you the appropriate diploma or credential for which you have successfully fulfilled the requirements for. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present the 2012 graduates of the Tennessee Technology Center in Jackson. I'd now like to call on Mr. John Hodson, the Assistant Director of the Tennessee Technology Center in Jackson, for some awards to be presented. Mr. Hodson.
Good evening. Graduates, let me be the first to congratulate you. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I know how hard it has been. I've talked to a lot of y'all as you've come through the program, and I know it's been a struggle. I hope that tonight can be worth it. I know the future is worth it. Since you've already had to stand up at least twice.